What it is, you guys, it's your girl Cadillac. Yes, I'm Cadillac Dixon. I'm the Draw My Life prison wife. I'm the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice, hoping to see justice before it all fades to black. Yes, it's your girl Cadillac. Anyways, we coming through. Anyways, we coming through. We got a guest today, Mr. None other than Marcello, and he goes by the name One of Many. So he had a topic that he wanted to speak about today. Hold on, dang it. Okay, there it goes. Lost the service for a minute. Go ahead.
I want to discuss the difference between emotions or deal with his emotions and how a woman.
Give me 1 second. Okay, it had to refresh. There it goes.
Yeah. I'm live right now. She's doing a live video. I'm a guest on her live video show. Yeah. We live. What's up, baby?
All right, you was talking.
Oh, I ain't tell you. You didn't tell me you were ready. I was waiting on you.
Yeah, I said I got it back up.
All right. I want to talk about the difference between how men handle their emotions and how women deal with their emotions. You notice I use the word handle and deal with, because men only can speak from a man's perspective. Like I could say prison, because I'm in prison, or I could say in society, we still handle it pretty much the same. We suppress, like if we have a death in the family, we might suppress that and not think about it and deal with it at a later time, so it don't affect how we deal with other people. In prison, that's one of the things people do. They suppress the things that bother them, the things that weigh on them. Like when people turn their back on them, they suppress them most of the time, but not all the time. Sometimes they may act out, become violent towards people, feel like they have nothing to lose, and take it out on others. So at times, you don't even have to speak to a person to know what they're going through. You can just see how they interact with people. Like people that's like friendly, if all of a sudden they just be quiet and distant, I mean they probably having problems on the home front. Then you got those calm and collect like me. Like I suppress it, whatever I'm going through, whether it's good or bad. I remain neutral, because in here, in this environment, you can't let your emotions control you, because once you feed into your emotion, it blinds you. It causes you to make a wrong decision most of the time. Like me, for example, like I let things get to me at a point in time, and I reacted, and I almost took another man's life because I didn't realize that I could get into a situation, and all this built-up rage I've been suppressing, once it come to light, I can go overboard, and it could cost me my freedom. So what I learned to do to suppress my emotions is I joke about it. I joke about it with my wife. Like if something bothers me, I may forget my problems and try to frustrate her to make her motivated to do something. Like say for instance, like she value other people's opinion. I may what's the word? I gotta find the right word. I may antagonize her just to prove my point of these other people's opinions don't matter. Like I'll be a counselor to give advice, but yet I don't sometimes take my own advice. And sometimes I could come off wrong, like when my wife try to talk to me about what she's going through, sometimes it might go in the direction I don't want it to go, because when she get into her mindset, she gets stuck there, and I don't want her to wallow in it. I antagonize her just to try to get her out of it. But what I really need to start doing is letting her express it and listen more. No matter how many times she tell me the same thing, I need to listen to it every day So no rage and none of this pent up energy and stress builds up. See, as individuals incarcerated, man, we so adapted to our environment to where we become animalistic at times. Now, let me clarify what I mean by animalistic. We become violent towards one another because we may be having problems on the home front, or we may revolve to crime because our family may be having financial difficulties. Sometimes we act out on our thoughts. We don't suppress them, we act out. So it's two stages. You can act out your emotions, or you can suppress them and deal with them in another manner, like talk about it, or just to a loved one or a friend, or just let it build up until it destroy you. So men, that's what we do. We let it build up until it basically destroys. Unless we find that right one to talk about our problems with to help us ease it. I used to always wonder, like, what was so important about the pastor doing confessions. But then I realized as I'm in this environment, this prison environment, that confession is like a form of communication. A lot of people don't have them skills to be able to communicate and express what they're going through. But it's like, it's therapeutic. Like if I could talk to somebody that I deal with on a daily basis that I consider a friend or a brother, I might talk to them about personal problems. Like for instance, a dude close to me that's from where I'm from expressed to me the other day that his daughter was killed. And he's like me, he's distant towards people. We interact, but not as much. But he knows that I'm the type of person he can come and talk to me about these type of things because I'm going to give him encouraging advice. And vice versa. Like, we got to find that one person or like-minded people that we can talk to without being judgmental to our situations that'll hear us out and give us positive feedback. And once we find that, then we'll communicate what we're going through. But until we find that, we pretty much suppress it. So that's how we deal with our emotions in here. Women, on the other hand, I don't know. Because from what I see in here, you got some men in here that deal with their emotions like women. They say women wear their heart on their sleeve, which means that most of their actions is done through emotion. And a lot of these people have that mentality. So, how would you say a woman deal with her emotions?
First, I'm going to say, from what I've observed my whole life, I'm not like any other woman. Not trying to say that as a good or a bad way, but I'm a different person altogether. So, but I am
very
a woman.
Unique and phenomenal.
But I am a woman, so I don't think it's a perspective of most women. But from
a divine mind.
But from my...
I'm sorry, I'm just pointing out your characteristics. Right.
From my perspective, the way that I deal with stuff is somewhat the same way to... I think for so long, I've suppressed. I did that. That's how I had to do in order to keep forward, to keep going, to keep being able to, because when you stay in your emotions, you can't raise your child. And I was put in a position where I had to raise money. So you can't focus on, put the focus on the child and be worrying about things that are happening. Like I did a video that was talking about balance between prison wife life and real life, because it's like your real life entails you have a husband, but you're separated. You're basically together apart. So you have to live a day-to-day that he's not in physically. He's not in your life physically. So you can't let your day-to-day fall behind because of things or issues that are arising within the prison wife, you and your incarcerated husband or whatever. You can't, like, it's almost two different worlds you're living in, to be honest. You have to live in...
Right,
the outside
Can I
world.
cut in right a sec?
Uh-huh.
Like, I agree exactly what you're saying, but when, like, you and I, you're my wife, I know when something bothering you because I say it into a joking manner, but sometimes I may be serious, but I want to downplay it by saying it in a joking manner, but I know when you're going through things because I ask you a question and you respond in a heated manner or a short-tempered, frustrated manner, and you don't realize it because we don't realize it when we do it. We don't realize it until somebody pointed out, and then we be in denial, which is natural instinct of human beings, man and female. But like when you respond a certain way, I can tell when you're frustrated when something bothers you.
I just feel unheard in my life, pretty much from all angles. I just feel very unheard. And I do feel misunderstood. And I feel like I'm to the point where if you heard that song, if you don't know me by now, you won't never know me. I'm to the point where I'm tired of introducing myself. Either because I feel like I have voiced, because I'm not the person that comes with people's problems, come to people with problems. I'm the one that usually fixes everyone's problems around me. And that's a big part of my...
1 minute remaining.
But that says a lot about your character. When people want to come to you with their problems, that means you are dependable.
But now,
that means they value your opinion, and you don't realize that they value your opinion, and they desire you to be around them.
Yeah, but I'm a wreck now, because I haven't tended to my own garden. And that's where I think I am now.
No, you're not a wreck. That by you carrying on other people's problems, including your own, it makes you think that. Well, here it is. I'm telling you that that's I don't see that. I don't see you as being a wreck. You should be like a beacon to all women because you're strong, you're independent, and you're loyal. And those are characteristics that a lot of people don't have in themselves. And you're a phenomenal woman. And I listen to you, and you may not realize, but I listen to you, and I'm in tune with you because I feel like we're spiritually bonded. You bring out the best characteristics in me. Like I said, you make me a better person.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
All right, guys. I guess we're going to end it there. He might come back. It's late, so I think they cut the phones off. So he may come back tomorrow to finish on the topic, because I kind of had it in my spirit that I wanted to get back to the essence of what the channel started as, prison wife life and stuff like that, and issues dealing with that. And ironically enough, Marcello asked me yesterday, when we gonna start making videos again? Like, we were doing that in 2020, and I was like, yeah, I just was thinking about that. So, and rather than keep putting it off, that's why we just jumped on live. And hey, we got 20 minutes. We just came from the lake. I was finna go get me a shower. I was gonna get me a shower, wash my little locks and stuff, and then hang out with Money and Prinny for the last of her birthday. We're gonna cook. I'm gonna finish her painting. I'm not gonna finish her on live. I might do a few little shorts letting you know where I'm at, but we're gonna be pretty much spending the night together, family time, and I might come through and do a live after they sleep, because I am off, girl. But thank you for joining me. That's how it was just a pop-up. This was a pop-up live. But do look forward to a lot more coming. Thank you for riding with your girl. It's your girl Cadillac.